Hey everyone, RSKOS here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Last time, we finished up pretty much all the hunts that I was going to do for the time. And this time, we're finally getting back to the story, heading into the, Tchita Uplands. I'm just gonna call them the Uplands, because, yeah, I don't know how the heck to say that. There was an area we missed down here to the south, though, so I kind of want to go look at that, though. Sorry for the cut there. I had actually started my recording, and my mic was tangled, and I didn't realize it right away. Off-screen, I did a little bit of brief leveling up, and also, I decided it would be a better option to equip Vaughn with the cat ear hood rather than, About the Air, because About the Air has the Thieves' Cuffs, which I forgot about. That's the best... Whoa, I just realized something. Oh no, we're not optimizing again. That'll put the mirror mail back on him. Absolutely not. You can do the parallel arrows, though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because, About the Air stealing rare items and selling that, honestly, is actually better than, like, I feel kind of ripped off with the cat ear hood now, because while it is a fairly good increase in speed, and it halves damage to both ice and wind, honestly, like, it works how it says. You get gil instead of license points. However, the highest amount of gil I've ever... Sorry for the cut there. My controller died, which is weird. It's very much plugged in. I hope my controller isn't dying. I like this controller. It's blue. Anyway, though, it works how it says. It converts all your license points from that character to gil. Unfortunately, I tested it off screen, and the highest amount of gil I've ever got was like 300 something, which is... If this was early game, that would be good, but this is way late game, and this is like probably the earliest you can obtain it just about. Who in their right mind would actually use this for that? It's a good piece of equipment, but not as brokenly overpowered as I thought it might be, unfortunately, so we have that now. I'm probably not going to use it again, though, unless I just feel those resistances become handy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it seems to be, it's actually a pretty stellar piece of equipment. It doesn't have any, like, really real drawback. Yeah, even though you aren't gaining license points, that's not that big of a deal if the character you use those on, in this case Vaughn, is already just a little overpowered, if you know what I mean. It's really not that big of a deal. Also, why am I attacking this guy? I don't need to attack this guy. Run away. Like, I actually don't need to attack that guy. The frog can be attacked, though. And Snake too, I guess. It's weird fighting enemies again that, like, don't die in 1 or 2 hits. Like, after all that time I just spent in Giza Plains, it's really weird. Also, we shouldn't have to worry about healing, because Fran has Kira. Which is good enough, this way. And this way. Up, Snake. Also, I've come to the realization that About the Air actually deals way more damage than Vaughn at this point. But the thing is, Vaughn is able to block far more often, even though About the Air has a shield. And on top of that, Vaughn is so much faster and can actually combo. That's something About the Air actually cannot do. That being said, About the Air is very capable on his own. He just has no way to heal himself. He is a tanky attacker, but that's about it. He has almost no evasion, and he's slow to attack. Which makes him a surprisingly good tank character. Actually, more so than Vaughn, believe it or not. However, Vaughn still has way more HP. So... Fran is the only one that's attacking this guy, isn't she? And Fran's too busy healing us, so I'm gonna just say, forget it. Camera, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. Okay, this is a new area that we've not been into yet. Sorry for the cut again there. I had to get a quick drink of water. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. After these guys are a little annoying as they've been casting silence on a lot of my people, and they also cast thunder. So yeah, they're not the safest enemies to fight, I admit. I don't really want to fight too many more enemies, as I feel pretty good level. I feel like I'm leveled pretty well now. This is pretty. Is that an enemy? That is an enemy. Another one of those terrifying... He has Reflect up. Feral Croc. Although, to be totally honest, we won't be doing anything that non-physical, so... Have at ye, crocodile. Yeah, look how much Bout the Air hits for. Like, compared to Bone, you could... If that's a perfect example, Bout the Air hits actually like a truck. Wait, what did she just... Oh, she hit it with a spell. She hit it with Disable or something. And Fran is actually the highest leveled out of us. Wow. Fran is actually really offensive without ever set up, which I like, to be totally honest. I like having my mages have some physically offensive capabilities as well. Not to mention, she is actually quite tanky. Like, for a mage. That is... Like, considering that's not a norm in most RPGs, that is actually very nice. I'm not used to it. You know, she can take a few hits. Like, not just like 1 or 2 hits. She can take a few hits. Like, she has some of the highest health in the party. Like, well, I mean, she has the 4th highest health. But then compare her health to Osh and Penelo. Speaking of which, though, I need that Gear spell. So I have her Gambit that makes enemies focus on Vol and Disable at the moment, as Lure, which is that spell. Lure uses up a relatively large amount of MP, I believe. Let's check that. Or Decoy, I mean. Well, 9 MP. That's not terribly much, but considering she doesn't have that high of a that much MP maximum anyway. Like, she has more than everyone except Osh and Penelo, but even then, like, she could burn through that fairly fast, and Decoy does not last long at all. Like, it lasts maybe a minute or 2 at most. And when I have the game sped up like this, it goes down even faster, to the point where it lasts, like, maybe only just a minute. Like, it's a good spell, but it's not a spell I'd want to have going all the time like Haste or something, which lasts a good 5 minutes unslowed down. That's different. I'm trying to be a little more diligent about checking the map, since lately there's been more and more really good spells and techniques or equipment hitting in chest. You know, the chests that usually cycle random equipment and respawn, and there's no way to tell the difference, aside from, like, looking them up in a guide, which I don't want to do unless I really think I'm missing something here. You know, something that the game just isn't telling me. And it's still the light. I had the realization, too, I may not necessarily need Reverse, which is a spell that would let healing spells do damage. I may not need that for every type of enemy, because if I'm correct... Fran? Fran? There we go. I guess just MP. I believe undead enemies get damaged by healing spells anyway. However, not every enemy weak to light is undead. Like, I'm pretty sure these things do not classify as undead. Monsters, maybe, but not undead. Quality hide. Fran, let's just run around real quick for your... There we go. That's a good thing about exploring in this game. You... Like, most RPGs, if you run out of, like, magic points, you're just out until you get a chance to replenish it. In this game, you actually replenish the MP by just simply walking around. And I think you might replenish some amount of HP, too. Well, Vaughn leveled up, yay. Yeah, they can't... Yeah. Now I think about it, doesn't... No, I thought Vaughn had access to some white magic, but I might have been wrong. I'm about to say, are y'all gonna attack this thing or what? But there's actually another area here. Like, even further south. I'm kind of wondering where it goes. Is the alligator really respawn? Whoa, a lot of these enemies respawn. Uh-oh. Wait. Kill it quick. Okay, there we go. I guess we'll attack the alligator. I've also noticed that, Bosch isn't doing as much damage as he used to. It's kind of weird. I kind of want to pinpoint the reason why. I'm hoping it's not another weird piece of equipment thing. Like, don't get me wrong, Bosch still does a ton of damage, but then... Maybe it's just compared to Bout the Air and On. Like, the spear he has is very... Gives him a fighting style very similar to Vaughn. What's this way? Arcadian Wayfarer. I hired hunter after hunter to defeat the mysterious menace in the Sochin Cave Palace, yet all returned empty-handed. Craving curse to a man, and I was separated from my son. Oh, you're the guy from before. I'm gonna save it real quick. You know what, no, we're continuing the story. That leads to another hunt. I'm gonna meet up back at the orange save crystal then, because I know that leads to another hunt. An optional hunt that isn't even registered in our hunt menu, but a hunt. So I'm not going to do that right now. We'll come back for that. Everyone's getting leveled up. Nice. I'm gonna stick with this party for now, though, because it's working pretty well. And I'll meet y'all back where we need to be. Okay, I made it back up here to save Crystal, and now we're actually moving on. I guess I went to South Head to another one of those optional caves that we are due to go into one of them. I know the Zenturian Caverns connect the Sand Sea to the Osmone Plains. We should check that out sometime as we're nearing the level for that, but those were in the level 40 enemies. And we're very quickly nearing that level, but... Yeah. I mean, what kind of an area we got here? Bunch more snakes. It's nice to actually be exploring a new area again. Even though... Okay, there is one complaint I have with this game that I've been meaning to voice for a while. Once you're in a specific area, like, say, the plains or the Sand Sea or something like that, every single, like, subdivision in those areas, it looks identical. I'm not gonna lie. Well, not identical per se, but they look so similar that you could easily get confused as to where you actually are if it wasn't for the mini-map. Which is why I'm glad there's a mini-map, but... Y'all, I hope y'all know where I'm coming from that. It's a little bit confusing at times. Like, I try to play the game without using the minimap sometimes. You know, just off-screen grinding just because it makes the game look prettier. I try to do this occasionally. But sometimes it's just, like, areas just look too similar. Like, this area isn't the worst offender of it at all. Not even close. Areas like the actual Sand Sea, though, or, say, the Phone Coast, or even Osmone Plains, for that matter. Well, maybe not Osmone Plains as much. Giza Plains, for sure, though. They just look so similar. Also, there are, like... There's a lot of places you can go here. This is a dead end, but... Okay, let's head south of this area first. Wow, I was very surprised we didn't go run across a single enemy then. Thank you for that, I guess. Poisana.
Yes.
And don't you have something for blind as well? Thank you. Not if that's slow, it'll just wear off. I'm trying to check all these nook and crannies, because if I was a game designer, that's where I put a treasure. Or like a hitting actual item. Don't get me wrong, healing items and ethers and all that you get from these are great, but actual like rare pieces of equipment are even better. Vaughn. Okay, that's a weird problem I've been having lately. Sometimes Vaughn in particular, like it happens with every party character, but sometimes Vaughn in particular, he doesn't attack right away. It's a little weird. I don't have a spell to wake him up, do I? Well then. She could at least, unblind me. I'm tempted to just have one of them attack me. Whoops. I didn't mean for her to attack that one, but that works. About the air, you gonna go help? I meant for her to actually attack me just then. Oh shoot, we're all like poisoned. Poisana on yourself. Poisana on... I just had her use it on herself again. Please use it on me. You wasted that. Lovely. Yeah, I have Franz have to be a jack of all trades, which... Oh wait, I'm not poisoned, I'm silenced, no wonder. Not that Vaughn uses spells. I did find out though, if you're afflicted with certain status elements, silence included, those characters cannot participate. Wow, I comboed that guy to death. Anyway though, if a character is silenced or confused or some other status element that prevents them from attacking, I believe they are unable to participate in quickening. So I found that out after reading up on quickening some more. A potion. That was totally worth it. Can we hurry up and kill all these enemies so I don't have to worry about poisoning anymore? Thank you. Speaking of which, I've been working on Fran trying to get... Oh yeah, she has more than enough. Shatterheart. And with that, every character has all three of their quickening abilities. That came a little faster than I was expecting to, but then again, I kind of rushed it since I didn't really understand how they worked at first and thus never equipped them. The game didn't really explain quickenings very well. They should have like gone in depth into them the minute it became available, because the way it made it sound, it made it sound like something I would want to wait on in case for some reason, you know? It didn't make it sound like something that I should immediately get in the license grid and start testing out, you know? Like, it didn't even make it sound like some kind of ultra special attack or anything. It was kind of weird. Ah, not again! Whoops. I hate these enemies! Is there another? There are so many areas here, this is insane! Whoops, I bumped the mic. We're getting our exploring in, I hope y'all enjoy this. Oh, HP sap, that's not good. I think if we kill the enemies quickly, I lose the status. No, I don't! Fran, unfortunately, you're not useful anymore. I'm sorry. Please, Asunia! Asunia! No, Pinello! Asunia! Pinello! Pinello! Thank you! You mind using it on, Hold on, what? Asunia should be way higher than it is. Where is Asunia? Why is that at the bottom? Why was that at the bottom? Okay. I'm glad it came up then instead of in a boss fight, but still. There we go. That just heads back up. We know exactly where that goes. What is over here? A bunch of snakes, that's what. Wow, a bunch of snakes, that's what. And Pinello has slow, that's different. I forget, does Pinello still have... Yeah, on hit slow. I mean, she rarely gets to attack because I have so many magic gambits on her and then just one attack gambit. But hey, she has something over, I leveled up again. She has something over, Ash, who never, ever gets a better gambit, or a gambit to attack, excuse me. Let's switch this party around to the lower level characters now. We're gonna go through enemies a little slower, but... Never mind, actually. Oh, yeah, I forgot. A bunch of these guys are weak to ice. I don't feel like fighting a dragon, so... Unless there's a chest. Is there a chest? There is. Fight the dragon. Pinella. Oh, wait, I forgot I can stab the thing. That works. It wasn't worth it. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's still another area even up ahead. What on earth? Oh no, this is the only way to go. Like, hold up, how big has this area been? This has been a pretty sizable area, and there's still an entire section that we've missed. There you go. That works. Seriously, this that looks like the end of the area over there, though. Finally, this has been one of the biggest areas yet. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's definitely not the biggest. I've noticed the areas have become way more expansive, though, ever since Mount Baram Nisei. Like, it started with the snowy rift over there, but ever since then, like, Fong Coast, this, even the Esther Sand, like the new areas of the Esther Sand, they've just become like really expensive. Meanwhile, Pinello, you fixed that, you caused that. Where's the ether? We don't have an ether. Pinello! You have charge now! Use it! It failed. Good thing charge doesn't require any MP. Okay, that'll have to do. How do I get down there? Okay. This episode's gonna be running long, I think. I keep forgetting that Bosch has his uses with the spear. That his spear can, or javelin, or whatever you want to call it, can actually hit flying enemies. It's really unique, and it's kind of the best way to deal with them, because, like, aside from bows, it's really, really powerful. Okay, let's get this one out. Penelo's MP is super low. That is the one thing I'm not a fan of with Penelo's gambits. She uses MP like mad, but like I would like to give Penelo more MP, if at all possible, because I rarely have Osh run out of MP, unless I'm using her in a really long boss fight. She almost, whoa, that's the trap. She almost never runs out of MP. But Penelo runs out of it all the time. That looks weird. It looks like the ice was on its tail. Did someone trigger another trap? There's nothing down here! Yay! More frogs! Yeah, I actually have Osh using that sleep spell now, though, which is pretty handy. It's like her equivalent of stock. Like, it just makes enemies stop attacking and lets us get a few free hits on them, which, like, in a boss fight, it would not be good, because I can guarantee you, sleep would not work on a boss. Maybe side enemies, but not the boss. But, like, when you use it on normal enemies like this, more, like, even though they'll wake up after a few hits, usually a few hits is enough to just kill them. Straight up. It's kind of like easy mode for, like, these type of battles. Until I get silenced. And Penelo doesn't have enough MP to heal me. Here we go, remedy! Okay, this area was actually a dead end. Yeah, this area is a full-on dead end. Is there even a treasure chest at least? Doesn't look like it. This is just an area if you want free XP and money. How's our levels doing? There goes bio. Yeah, that's really it for this area. Okay. I will say, these frogs are a little bit tanky. Oh god. Osh. This is why sleep is good, by the way. Also, I think I may have got rid of her. Yeah, I finally got rid of water, like her water spell, and changed it to charge. Like, even though Aqua is the only water spell in the game, and the only other way of dealing reliable water damage might be through weapons with water element, which I'm not even sure if a water elemented weapon exists. Even though that's the only way to do water damage, at this point Aqua is doing so little damage. Like, at this point, she could attack with her staff and do more damage than water would, even against an enemy that was weak to water. There's just no point in keeping that spell anymore. Like, it's just not useful. It's kind of a similar situation with Earth too, but we never had a way to deal with Earth enemies in the first place. And on top of that, we have come across elements that have the earth element. Keep in mind, they are terrible weapons, like there were rods that Penella would use, like, as a mage. But she would have to attack physically to get the damage boost, which is not recommended considering it doesn't do much damage anyway. But with water, we haven't come across a single reliable way to do water damage since the beginning of the game. And that single reliable method was Aqua, and it's not so reliable anymore, I'm sorry to say. So I just got it off. We're gonna forget Aqua exists at this point, unless we get something better. I am almost sure there is no better water spout. But I'm gonna hold out. Maybe we'll come across a weapon that actually has water damage. Cause that's a whole nother damage, that's a whole nother field of damage calculation that I can actually work with. Or more like the game could work with. All these enemies respawn. I'm not gonna deal with them. This episode's dragging on now. We'll be nearing an hour soon. Whoops. Okay, this is probably a new area. Maybe? No, it is a save point. The road is blocked. Game hunter. I'm a hunter out of the Fawn Coast, contracted to defeat this menace in the Sochin Cave Palace. But I can't find my employer. Where is he? We were supposed to meet in the Ticha Uplands, but this road is to Serobi Steppe. I'm gonna say that's how it goes. Serobi Steppe. Must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Really? Is this not the way we go? Do we have to go to the cave? Okay then. Wow, we have covered a lot of ground in this episode though. Oh, there's a northern route. There's a northern route. Okay. That makes a little more sense. And I'm gonna save it here real quick. I'm probably gonna keep going, but this is gonna be the end of this episode. So thank you for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. If you have any spoiler-free tips and tricks in the comments, let me know. Anyway, thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!